Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know why I did the intro, but yeah, you guys probably already tell by the title of the video. We're going to be doing some backtesting today. I haven't done a backtesting video in a while, so I thought, today I was kind of bored. I'm like, you know what? Let me just upload a backtesting video. So decided to kind of go back onto FX Replay and see what they had, and they kind of changed quite a bit, but I'll kind of talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I just want to do a quick backtesting session and show you guys how I've been trading. From a mechanical standpoint, so I'll be talking about what I see, like what I think the draw and liquidity is, or top down analysis. So I'll show you guys all of that, and you guys will be able to see how I execute. Hopefully it'll be a winning session. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, let me just talk about FX Replay. I'm sure you guys already know a lot about FX Replay, but I haven't used them in a while, like I said, and apparently they changed quite a bit. You guys already tell by their little website right here, but they changed quite a bit, and the UI looks completely different. But one thing that they definitely changed was the beginner, which is a free version. They did not have this before, which is really nice. Before you had to just pay a flat fee to even get access, but now you're able to backtest. They obviously you're not having a lot of the features. You're missing a lot of the features, but I think that's completely fine. So you guys are just trying to test out a strategy or whatever, I think it works completely fine. If not, so for me personally, I'm currently on the pro version. I just want all the features, and I'll probably be backtesting for the next month or so. But you will be able to save a little bit of money over the course of a year if you just go with the yearly option. However, it's kind of a one-time flat fee. But yeah, you will be able to save a little bit of money. That's if you guys are really dedicated and really want to just you're going to be backtesting throughout the course of the year, or you're still looking for your edge or your strategy and all that. So yeah, I really recommend just getting the cheapest version or just the free version. You don't have to go pro, but I think that'll probably just be best for me, so because I'm gonna be using a whole bunch of their features. But I'll have a link in the description if you guys want to use it. You'll get like 15% off. It'll help me out as well. But yeah, let's get right into it. So this is going to be a video just me not really cutting anything. I don't really know what I'm doing right now, so let's see. Okay, so I create a session right here, and oops, my earbuds fell off, but that's okay. We'll just name it 1, and then start off with 10,000. That's fine. And what I will need to have is NQ pulled up. Is it NASDAQ? Okay, NAS 100. No, is it NQ? Okay, here we go. NQ and ES. I just want both of them up so I could determine if there's an SMT or not, and then we'll just do like a couple months ago, like maybe September from last year, I guess, and then we'll just go to today. Probably won't need to do it for that long, but and yeah, we'll get into it right now. Do I click this? Nope. Go to chart. Here we go. And let's get to backtesting, I guess. It has all my old stuff. I don't want to see that. There you go. So yeah, basically what I will do is go to the nearest day. Right, here we go. Next day open. There you go. So it's gonna be 9:30. Hopefully, I hope this is 9:30. Okay, so this is going to be the 9:30 candle. So now I will just go to the 4-hour and kind of look what we have. And at this moment, I'm probably just gonna lean towards bullish, just based on this chart. And the reason for that is I can see that we're kind of holding this 4-hour fair value gap, had a lot of displacement to the upside, right? And we're kind of aiming for maybe this high. We have a whole bunch of relatively equal highs up here, so this is a really good draw on liquidity. But let me just kind of zoom in onto the 1-hour and see what we also have. The 4-hour, I won't keep the fair value gap just because it's more of like a context candle. The higher time frames I just use for like context. They're not that significant to me, but at the same time they are, I guess. I just kind of need to see what's happening on the higher time frame to kind of come up with an idea. But yeah, as you guys, like I mentioned, right, we're holding this 4-hour fair value gap, and we have a whole bunch of liquidity up here. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment. If we go on the 1-hour, we could also see that we have this additional fair value gap right here, and we're kind of holding it pretty nicely, and we're starting to displace to the upside. However, we did end up just taking some sort of liquidity up here, so I will be kind of careful in case this kind of sends us lower like this before we kind of go higher, right? So this after sweeping all these relatively equal highs up here, right? I don't know if this is gonna send us lower or what. I would like to lean bullish, but we'll just kind of have to see. I would like to try to ride a long into this high up here, but it's kind of just very dependent. So we just have to see. So I'm gonna go on the 15-minute. But I'm like you guys are seeing right now, I'm just trying to formulate kind of an idea in my head for what I want to see. As you guys can see, you know, like on the 1 hour, right, we're holding this hourly fair value gap, but on the 15-minute we kind of swept this liquidity, started inversing all this like fair value gaps, right? Like we started inversing this 15-minute, right, and then started displacing to the upside. So it's looking really good for longs right now. However, I won't be buying right here because we just swept liquidity, so I don't know if this liquidity is going to send us lower, right? So just have to be on my hands and just watch and see what happens. Go to the 5-minute. What would be nice is if market open kind of just goes down here, maybe does something like this. We sweep this liquidity and then just start pushing to the upside. But when I see, or sorry, when we start displacing the upside, I need to see really strong candles and continuation in that direction. I don't want to see any small candles or whatnot. So yeah, let's do that. How do I move forward? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're on the 1 minute now, so we're starting to inverse this 1 minute fair value gap. This really doesn't really hold any significance to me, so I don't really care. Okay, so we took that high up here and starting to continue past. So I would like I said, I would like to see this high get taken. However, I will be playing it a little bit safe. I want to see a lot of continuation in my favor. I would like to see a retrace. There we go. So we're starting to get it, right? So I want to see how we react after sweeping this low, or maybe if we continue selling off and maybe going for these lows. So let's kind of just see what happens. So my conditions for a long at this point is if probably we inverse this 1 minute fair value gap right here, and then we close above, try to take a long up here, maybe do something like that. If not, I want to see this low probably get taken first. So let's kind of just see. So we swept this low. We still have a lot of liquidity on the downside. However, I'm not really looking for shorts at the moment, so I don't really care. So the next target, if we are short, probably these lows, right? So maybe this is the nearest low right here. So let's kind of just eye this. We just wicked it barely and then swept it, as you guys can see. So now I want to see how we react at this low, and if we are able to inverse this fair value gap and have a lot of displacement to the upside, that would be really nice. So this is a really nice strong candle, so I'll give this one a shot. And I'll probably put my stop loss pretty tight right here and then just aim for this high at first, and then probably stops break even maybe like right here. So we'll just kind of see what happens. So how do I do this? How do I place a trade? Place order. There you go. I would like to buy. There we go. I think that's good. That is not what I want to do. There we go. So there we go. Now I'll take probably half right here. I'll scale half and try to let it ride, I guess. And stops break even, obviously. I would like to be able to ride it up here, so we'll kind of just move it up here just to see. But if we get to my original target right here, I'll take a little bit more off and then hold the runners. So there we go. Scale a little bit more, scale 25%, and then now we kind of just try to hold. So let's kind of just see, and boom, wow, maybe I should have just held the entire day. Hey, but we're off to a pretty good start, up 300 bucks, and yeah, let's kind of just continue, I guess. That's probably just gonna be my one trade for the session, and then we're gonna go on to the next session now. So next day open, right? Reset chart, and then kind of just start from the scratch again. So we're gonna start from scratch. So go to the 4 hours, see what's kind of happening. So I'm still liking the longs, right? Just because we didn't end up taking all that liquidity, right? That I mentioned earlier, like same reasons, still holding this 4 hour fair value gap. So it's looking pretty nice. So I won't have to spend too much time on the higher time frames. But on the 1 hour, I could see that we're starting to displace lower. So maybe shorts are maybe still on the table, kind of holding this hourly fair value gap and starting to push down. So maybe at this point, the drawn liquidity is right here, right? And I want you guys to, you know, be able to recognize the difference between my drawn liquidity and my bias, right? Like over time, you know, I would like to see longs, right? That's my overall bias, right? Just because there's a whole bunch of liquidity right here, but that's not what's currently happening, right? What's currently happening is we're having really aggressive sell-off, so that the drawn liquidity could be this at this point in time, just because that's what we want to target first before we are ready to take that to take the liquidity at the buy side level, right? So maybe we want to sweep this low and then build structure to the upside, then take that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is happening at this moment. So we'll just kind of have to see. And yeah, after, you know, sweeping this level right here, we're just starting to continue lower. So nearest liquidity at this point in time is just resweep of the lows right here, right? Just a resweep of the lows, and then maybe like right here. So that's kind of what I'm eyeing at. And then let's kind of just see what happens. So 5 minutes looking very strong. 1 minute. So now let's just go on the 1 minute and kind of just see what happens. So we swept both these lows, right? So swept that low, and then we also swept this low right here, right? So now it's an important you know, it's kind of an important area for me. I want to see if after sweeping this level, do we start rejecting and then start displacing to the upside? I'll take another long like I did yesterday, right? So let's kind of just see what happens. So this is not good for a long, right? Because, you know, we have a really nice candle right here. We have a really nice candle on the one right that we had before that, right? Nice long wick, and then I want to see a strong close, but we didn't end up getting that. It's immediately reject downward. So now I'm thinking we're gonna sell off down to this level right here, down to this low right here. So let's just kind of see what happens. If there's like a fair value gap that presents itself, I'll take that. So let's kind of just see. Or we could just sell off, but I hope you guys are able to kind of see what I'm seeing, or how I'm reading the charts, right? So let's see if a 5 minute opened up. We kind of just displaced past this 5 minute that we had right here. But for now, what I'm thinking is I might be able to ride a short down into this low. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Until this low is taken, I'm comfortable taking a short. Unless we just start displacing way to the upside, then no. But I don't think I'll be able to get an entry, unfortunately. Okay, so that low got taken. So now longs are what I'm looking at, right? Just because there's really no other target on the higher time frame, in my opinion. Maybe we could go for this level, maybe, but we'll just kind of have to see. So okay, maybe shorts are still on the table if we start continuing to sell off. So let's kind of just see what happens. Okay, so now we're starting to displace to the upside. However, there's some really strong aggressive sell candle after sweeping this liquidity up here. So now I'm kind of interested in seeing if we just continue selling off. So we ended up holding this fair value gap right here and had a nice rejection, strong candle close. Maybe we're still targeting this. So maybe I'll take a short. I'll skip out on it just because we're so close to taking this level. I don't want to. The trade idea would look something like this though. It's like this maybe. However, I'm just scared for the reason that if we end up taking this low and then we just immediately reject upwards and start buying back up and not sweeping this level. So but let's just say we kind of see, let's just kind of see what happens. Yeah, so we ended up taking that low. Okay, so now I'm really liking the longs. I'm really liking the longs now. Actually, wait, let me just check if there's any more liquidity. I doubt we'll sell off into this low, but you never know. So that's our next area of interest if we are too short. But you never know. So let's kind of just see. Do we have a 5 minute fair value gap? We do not. So that's a really nice strong candle close. It's a little bit too early for me to take a trade, honestly, but because for me to take a trade, this looks nice, to be honest. However, I'll probably, it's like there's two areas of interest at the moment, so that's why it's not very clear to me. So I'll probably try to take a trade if we start showing a lot of momentum and buying back up, and on any of these retraces, I'll take a buy. So that's currently my plan, but I'm really liking this inversion. So if you were to take a trade, probably do something like this, stop below the inversion, maybe something like this, target this internal high, right? Something like this, and then try to aim for high a day if you can. But let's kind of just see. Yep, see, so it was a little bit too early, so if you were to take it long, just be careful. I want to see a lot of direction in my favor before I take a trade. So, okay, at this point, after sweeping this low, we're starting to sell off and continue selling off. I'm like, okay, probably this is going to be our drawn liquidity at the moment, this low down here. So there's just so much liquidity up here. I really wanted to take a long, but I don't think that's unfortunately going to be the case. So we'll just have to maybe switch our bias and try to take any short that we see down. So let's kind of just see what happens. Let's see if a fair value gap opens up or anything. I don't think I could have found any entries. A little bit choppy right here. There's no really fair value gaps open up. So on this retrace into this fair value gap, I would be okay with taking a short and try to ride it down to this low. However, we already did end up dumping quite a bit at market open, 250 points. So I'd be very careful of a retrace to the upside, but let's kind of just see. So for me to take a short right here, I want to see a retrace, maybe a deeper retrace up here, and a really nice strong candle close. No wicks really. So let's kind of just see if we even get it. Okay, so this is kind of the candle I would be talking about for a short, but I wanted to see a deeper retrace, so I wasn't able to take the trade. Just see how there's really no hesitation when we start selling off. Yeah, you see a lot of continuation downward. So let me just see if there's any other entry for me. So until this short, or until this low is taken, I'm comfortable taking a short. Okay, so this is decent. So for me, two things right now is if we kind of continue buying back up right here and then retrace into this 5 minute, right, and have a strong confirmation candle downwards, I'll take the short. Or scenario number 2 is if we inverse this, then I'll take that down. So my 2 trade ideas are looking something like this. This, or the other idea is if we get a retrace up here instead, and then I'll take this. So that's my 2 trade ideas. Kind of just see what happens first. Okay, so that's a really nice retrace. I want to see a little bit bigger candle than this. That's not a bad candle in my opinion. Okay, so it seems like we're kind of retracing pretty deep. So maybe this one will hold, this other 5 minute up here. Kind of just have to see. So we tap the other 5 minute. So now, yeah, my conditions for a trade is see a strong confirmation candle, but I have another added condition is if we kind of inverse these fair value gaps right here. So if we close below here, that'll be extra safe for me. So okay, or honestly, I'll just take this one instead. This is a really nice, like, strong candle close for me. Stops at the high and then try to target this low a little bit before, place my order, and then do something like that. I don't want to do that. And then stops break even, maybe I could have done it right here. So stops break even if we get to this fair value gap, maybe. So let's kind of just see what happens. Okay, so yeah, I'll scale half right here, put stops break even just to mitigate risk, right? And then kind of just see what happens. I'm already up, so I have no reason to be emotional, right? So if it goes against me, it goes against me, and there you go. So that's why you take profit, right? Just because this is a bumpy road, right? Sorry, like kind of an obstacle on the road, so you don't know if it's gonna go against you for a little bit, so you just gotta take profit while you can. And but yeah, let's see if our original trade idea would have worked out. I really like this little bit of retrace, so this could still end up working out, and the reason for that is kind of resweep the liquidity up here, right? Have a really nice strong inversion candle right here, kind of close below. So this candle could send us to the downside, but I don't know. Let's kind of just see. And we got pretty damn close, and let's kind of see if we finish the job, and then boom, there you go. So I think I'm just gonna call it there. You know, I hope you guys were able to kind of see how I'm be able to read price action. I hope it was very insightful, I guess. And usually I suck ass at backtesting, but hey, we had a whole bunch of hypothetical trades, and I just want to see you guys, or I want you guys to understand how I'm managing risk and all that. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Like I said, if you guys are interested with you know, FX replay, you guys want to check it out, I will have the link. You'll get like 15% off. That'll help me out as well, so I appreciate it. Yeah, if not, and if you guys are interested in, you know, futures prop firms, I have Tradify. I am trading with Tradify at the moment. I will be requesting another payout, I think, this week. So yeah, check them out if you guys are interested, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Subscribe!